Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Hashem Shai Hashem Rakakwadash Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of you elect out there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video, You Will Be MOTB'ed and Be Happy About It. This is the video I was watching. I got up to about this point, well, this point right here, because I pulled it back to a 21-minute video. I got to the 15-minute mark, put up by GMS Maccabean Spirit 144, which is the elder head of GMS Chicago. Things that make you go. Is the title of the video, as you can see. So this woman right here. Now I'm watching her and I'm thinking maybe she's AI. Or maybe not. But you're gonna hear what she's got to say concerning the MOTB. Everybody knows about it. Everybody's waking up to it. All these different nations, mainly Esau. Well, the Breakfast Club, somebody had mentioned it, and who was that? I forget who it was. Somebody can help me out. This was some years ago, and whoever was on there asked about, questioned them about whether they're going to take it. But Jake, for the most part, doesn't speak about it. You know, Anton Daniels, who else? Tommy Sotomayor. I'm just mentioning these names. O'Shea Duke Jackson. They don't mention that. I don't believe they mentioned it, because I would have caught it. But you have Edomites. They'll mention the MOTB. Anyway, let me just go. I'm not gonna make this long at all. Let's just go into the spirit. Let's go listen to this. I hope it picks up with this mic. So listen up. Oh, another thing, I believe if she's real and not an AI, she's definitely watches. A lot of these Edomites that, they speak on the MOTB, they watch us. Trust me, you'll be surprised how many Edomites, mainly Christians, watch us and get their game up. Get their biblical game up. Especially when it comes to prophecy. And they said they're the go-to place. If you want to see Israelites marching, you go to the IUIC. If you want to get prophecies, you got to go to GMS. That's a topic right there, for anybody that wants to take it. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Anyway, let's go let it play. I'm not going to make this long. Listen up.
We're watching happen in this country and this world is being done intentionally. Every single move that they make is strategic and has been planned out for decades with a single goal in mind. Now, if you are a spirit-filled, Bible-believing Christian, then you know what that goal is. But if you are not, if you don't own a Bible...
A spirit-filled Bible... If she said that she's a spiritual, Bible-believing Christian, a spirit-filled, Bible-believing Christian really means elect of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Shai. Not some white people that found Jesus. She doesn't even know what she's talking about. If I said that's talking about a particular nation, you have to qualify to be a Christian. You have to be an Israelite. She won't understand that. Like I said, that's if I don't know if she's AI. Let me go ahead and pull that back. If she's an Edomite, she's not a spirit-filled, Bible-believing Christian, because she's not an Israelite. Qualified to be an Israelite, a Christian, you have to be an Israelite. Nero and his father, what's his name? I forget his name. It's mentioned in Acts chapter 18. It'll come back to me. I can go to the scripture. Matter of fact, now I'm mad. Give me a second here. I hate that. Acts. Let me do it this way here. Acts. Give it to you in a minute. Claudius. Emperor Claudius. He had a deep, dark hatred for the Jews, the real Jews, the Israelites, and the Christians, which were Israelites that believed. The difference between a Jew or an Israelite and a Christian is it's an Israelite that believes in the Messiah. Let's come back over here. Where am I? So she's not a Christian if she's an Edomite.
This world is being done intentionally. Every single move that they make is strategic and has been planned out for decades with a single goal in mind. Now, if you are a spirit-filled, Bible-believing Christian, then you know what that goal is. But if you are not, if you don't own a Bible, if you do not believe in God, and you don't really know what is going on, then let me shed some light on the subject for you. They want complete control. They want a world where people will be confined to their own area. Now,
15-minute city. Part of that MOTB is being a part of a 15-minute city. Everything that you need, if you notice, you got Costco's, should be 15, 20 minutes away from where you live. Like where I live, okay? You have BJ's, you have Costco's, you have Target stores, which are considered big box stores. I can go, it'll take me less, driving wise, it'll take me less than 15 minutes to get to a Costco's. Take me less than 15 minutes to get to a BJ's. Takes me 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes to get to a Target. You have these supermarket chains, the major ones in New York, the New York area. It takes me less than about 15 minutes or less to get to any major supermarket chain. So that's your 15-minute city. So you're going to be a part of an open, what do you call it? Open air prison, and you will be you will own nothing and be happy about it, because everything is going to be public transportation, Uber, Waymo, driverless cars out there. They're changing the whole world. This is the what do they call it? The fourth industrial what is it? Let me do this. Okay. Okay, let me do it this way. Bear me for a minute. Fourth industrial revolution. We're gonna look that up. Damn. You know what? Let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. Damn, wait a minute. Let me do it this way. Please forgive me, y'all. This way. Where is Google? There we go. I'm in the dark here. Bear me for a minute. I'm getting my bearings straight. Fourth Industrial Revolution. Overview. The Fourth Industrial Revolution, also known as FIR or Industry 4.0, is a neologism describing rapid technical advances, your MOTB, 15-minute cities, the Internet of Everything in the 21st century. We're in the 21st century. It follows the third industrial revolution. The fourth was during the turn of the century. See, when you read the scriptures, it's not like we hear, oh, you're gonna get the mark of the beast and that's it, and there's a chip, and no, it's a lot to come with it. Part of having a mark is being a part of a 15-minute city, being under a social system, like in China, either all China or parts of China. Let's listen to this again. Now, okay, this is 15 minutes in, right? I want to show you this. This is for the individual that put this video up, which is the elder Malcolm. This is for you. This is an inside message for you. Since you put this up, and I'm not even going to play this, man. I said, damn. Hey, when he started talking, I said he's a dead man walking. Anyway, what he said, the word starts with an I. The second letter is an N, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm speaking in code. What he said about this event, this Black Swan event, my insurance broker told me the same thing. I was cool. I've been knowing my insurance broker for years, and he told me the same thing. He didn't go into detail, but when this man said what he had to say, I thought about my insurance broker. He said, that's an insurance, thing, scam, whatever. He explained it. If they did it the other way, they would have lost money. If they did it this way, they were on top. So, like I said, what this man said, this is 11 minutes in. Like I said, I'm saying it again. I'm sounding like a broken record. My insurance broker told me, but he didn't say it like that. He didn't go all into detail. He just said it, but I remembered it, and he said it about a couple of weeks after it happened. So let me see. Let me go back to 15. So we're here, man. Okay, so let's listen to this again. And it's a damn shame that you have major Israelite groups that can't see it, or they can see it, the leadership can see it, but they received the bag to deceive their people. We don't know. I'm not accusing them of taking the bag, but goddamn, it's 2025. It's 2 months away from. It's 2 months and 2 months and two days away from 2026, and you don't understand this shit. Come on, dog. You're gonna look stupid. You're gonna look stupid, and your people, the ones that are of the elect, they're gonna unless you, and I hope you guys come to your senses and say don't take it. It's the MOTB. Do not take it. I hope you guys will. I hope the leadership wake up, because if they don't, and they say go ahead and take it, there's nothing wrong with it, and you got zombies, they're gonna go ahead and take it. Now, I strongly believe that you have sincere men in both of those major groups. You have sincere men, but the question is whether they're the elect. They can be sincere, but not the elect, but not of the elect. If they're of the elect, which I believe some of them, or I don't know, most of them, or half of them, whatever. The ones that are, if that's a fact, if you have elect members in your group, when this thing comes out, they're gonna leave you anyway. So let's listen.
Is being done intentionally. Every single move that they make is strategic and has been planned out for decades with a single goal in mind. Now, if you are a spirit-filled, Bible-believing Christian, then you know what that goal is. But if you are not, if you don't own a Bible, if you do not believe in God, and you don't really know what is going on, then let me shed some light on the subject for you. They want complete control. They want a world where people will be confined to their own area. Now,
15-minute city. Fourth Industrial Revolution. Man, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me just do this. Fourth Industrial Revolution and 15-minute cities. The Fourth Industrial Revolution enables the 15-minute city by providing the necessary digitalization. Everything is digital now, digital ID, to create decentralized, walkable, and service-rich service. Meaning, what did I mention? You got your BJ's, you got your Costco's, you got your Sam's Club, which is Walmart, which is Sam's Club. Walmart owns Sam's Club, right? You got your Sam's Clubs, you got your Walmart, you got your Targets, you got your Dwayne Reeds, you got your major supermarkets. In our area, you got a lot of you got the what is it? ShopRite, you got Stop and Shop. Back in the day, you had when I was a kid, you had Pathmark and A&P. They've been went out of business. You got Aldi's in certain places. You got Trader Joe's in certain places. So here we go. The Fourth Industrial Revolution enables the 15-minute cities. And ultimately, if you live in a 15-minute city, you got to have that mark, the chip, providing necessary digitalization, because your chip will be digitalized to create decentralized, walkable, and service-rich. Your different BJ's, your Costco's, everything is there for you. You don't need to go outside the 15-minute city. Neighborhoods, technologies like the Internet of Things, and when they chip you, it's going to be the Internet of everything. Artificial intelligence and 6G. Now we're experiencing 5G. I believe the Chinese have set up 6G, which is more powerful than 5G. Remember 4 or 5 years ago, 8 years ago, if you wanted to download a movie on your phone, it took you forever, right? Now you can download things and move quick. That's 5G. 6G is far more powerful. Allow for smart management of services, increase remote work, and the creation of flexible local workplaces. So the job that you need is within 15 minutes. If you go to Manhattan, if you've ever been to New York, they set up congestion. They've been trying to do this since Bloomberg. Congestion pricing, they just did it. When you drive in the city, what is it? $15 or I don't even know, because I don't even go to Manhattan. I don't want to go nowhere below 60th Street in Manhattan, because as soon as you go past that 60th Street mark, 59th Street, that area right there, you got to pay. And I remember years ago in Manhattan, we're talking 12, 15. We're talking like 13 years ago. In 2012, I saw the movie 12 Years a Slave. It was only playing in one theater in Manhattan, and me and my woman went to the theater, and we're going to park the car. You know how much the fucking the parking the meter? I believe it was $4 an hour. $4 an hour. I said, "Are you crazy?" When we used to speak on 34th Street, the reason why we left, because there was we was able to park the cars right in front of the camp. The cars would be right there, or around the corner. You know what they did? They put up the meters, where you got to put the change in the box, and it was $4 an hour. I said, "Fuck this, man. We ain't gonna do this no more." I'm sorry. Increase remote work and the creation of flexible local workplaces, supporting, and then you have what's called a UBI, Universal Basic Income, because if you notice, you've been watching the news, you should be watching the news. If you woke up, if you wanted to elect, you should be watching the news, and you should be reading your Bible. Inside joke. Anyway, it says supporting the core 15-minute city goal of having essential amenities. Anything you want to go to the movies is within 15 minutes. You want to go to Costco's, it's within 15 minutes. Within a 15-minute walk or bike ride from home. And they ain't mentioned driving, because they want to do away with cars. You have the Ubers and the Waymos and the Lyfts. This video discusses content 15-minute cities. I'm not even going to go into the microchip. So let's come on back. See, we're filtering all this information. See, you guys that don't accept the MOTB, you can't connect the fourth industrial revolution in 15-minute cities. You can't filter that through the scriptures. When you say, "Oh, we're not going to get the markers sending all of its form, it's an embargo, sleeping in white women," I said, first, it's 2025. It's 2 months away from 2026, and you ain't got it. That's a goddamn shame, and you're gonna look stupid when it comes to pass. Your people are not gonna know what to do unless you're just in a zombie-like deep coma. If they're in a zombie-like deep coma, then you're good. They ain't gonna leave you. Y'all better wake. Y'all better wake the fuck up. Let's bring this. Okay, let's do this again.
That everybody understands by now that every single thing that we're watching happen in this country and this world is being done intentionally. Every single move that they make is strategic and has been planned out for decades with a single goal in mind. Now, if you are a spirit-filled, Bible-believing Christian, then you know what that goal is. But if you are not, if you don't own a Bible, if you do not believe in God, and you don't really know what is going on, then let me shed some light on the subject for you. They want complete control. They want a world where people will be confined to their own area. Now, you also will be monitored 24/7. You will have zero privacy. So every single thing that you buy, everywhere that you go, every step.
They're doing that in China. I don't know if every place. I think major cities, but their goal is to have surveillance under every Chinese citizen.
That you take, every person that you interact with will be monitored. And you won't own anything, so you won't own a home. You'll rent a home, you'll rent.
As I said, please forgive me for cutting in, but I'm making pertinent points. This whole November 1st thing I believe, is a Trojan horse, a psyop to make everything digital. People will go crazy for 2 weeks or whatever. Let's see if I'm correct. Okay, it's just a theory of mine that you'll get the stamps, but you gotta get a digital. And people are gonna say, "Oh, give me the digital. Where do I sign up? Where do I sign up? Get the digital card." And then you're gonna be happy. And then eventually you're gonna have to get the mark. And you're gonna say, "Where do I sign up to get the mark?" They're gonna want you to get the brain chip. You're gonna say, "Nah." Jake is gonna say, "Nah, I ain't getting nothing put in my brain. I know fucking surgery would have cut part of my brain out." Okay, well, we'll put it in your hand. How about that? It's not. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. They're gonna have. I can see it. Commercials. You're gonna have celebrities, athletes, actors, singers, politicians, all kind of people that you love, your idols, your standing images. They're gonna tell you to take it. I took it. You should take it too. And you dummies are gonna take it. And then when somebody says, "Well, GM, what does GMS know?" That's why do you think? Why do you think that's all we talk about right now is the MOTB? Why do you think we? What do you think that is? Huh? When John the Baptist came on the scene, the Israelites in the area of the River Jordan and that surrounding area, they went in droves, excuse me, to get baptized, and they were saying, I think this guy's Elijah, which means they knew about reincarnation. Now, if Elijah is here, that means he's a forerunner for the Messiah. So they knew the Messiah was there. Back 2,000 years ago, they wasn't talking about the mark of the beast. Peter wouldn't say, we're going to get that mark of the beast as a microchip. You know that. No, they wasn't talking about that. The only prophet that received that vision and actually saw it, people get marked, chipped, was John on the Isle of Patmos. That's why he wasn't put to death. He wasn't put to death because the Most High put it in the minds of the Roman authorities not to put him to death. Let's go.
Rent a little pod, if you will. You'll rent even your bread maker. You will not own anything, but don't worry, they tell you that you'll be happy with that. Now, what they will also desire is that every single person be 100% dependent on them. So you will have universal basic income. Nobody will work because the entire society, the entire economy, the entire world will be ran by robotics. And that's
robotics. There's a song, and you should listen to this song. And I love this song. I remember the song first came out. I believe it was 82, maybe. I can look it up. Apostle Gabar can help me out. He knows those songs. The name of the song is IGY. IGY The acronym means international something. I can look it up, but I'm not. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me do this. I'm sorry. IGY meaning. Oh, here we go. International Geophysical Year, 1957 to 1958. Okay, let me just give you some information. Okay, that conducted research on Earth and its environment. The IGY, International Geophysical Year, means the future. Uh, so this song was performed. I believe it was written to by a man by the name of Donald Fagen. He looked like an Edomite, but he's Jake. And there's a line in the song where he says, "Just machines to make big decisions. Just machines or robots to make big decisions." When I heard that song for years back, anytime that line came up, I thought he meant just machines or only machines. But the actual word there is just machines, righteous machines. And I thought about the movie, what's the movie? Elysium. And I saw it the other day and I did a video on it. That's a bad movie. When that movie came out, I believe it was 2013, and it looked so futuristic. You look at the movie now, and I said, this is happening right now. The Israelites, and they showed you in the movie that the Israelites were poor and the Edomites were rich, living on a space station that resembled the Earth. If you didn't see that movie, you got to watch the movie. If you saw the movie in the theaters, watch it again. I got locked into the movie. And it's based around robots. Robots was doing everything. And they showed Jake, so-called Negroid, and the Indian tribes, they were all living in poverty. And the Edomites were living, only Edomites were, and them Elamites and, the mother nations, but mainly Edomites. They were living on the space station. It was beautiful. If you didn't see the movie, and if you saw the movie, you need to see the movie again. You need to watch that movie again. It's showing you that's called, what is it? Predictive programming. The Simpsons, predictive programming. Cartoon Futurama, predictive programming. The Long Kiss Goodnight, predictive programming. There's a scene that talks about this scenario. Give me a second here. That this guy made. Okay, I'm in 16, right? Let me go back to this gentleman right here. Where is he? Okay, no, that's not what I want. Where is he? Where the hell is he? Why can't I find him? Okay, right here, this guy. If you can see his face, I'm not going to open him up. Okay, 16, this is 11. What this guy said. Gotta look, you gotta watch with this guy. You gotta watch this whole video. So this moving on. Like I said, in the song IGY, Donald Fagen says, just machines to make big decisions. And for years I thought it was only machines for the word just. just meaning righteous machines. And they showed you that in the movie, that the robots that control everything were righteous. They had to reprogram the robots, and that was for the robots were for the healing of the nation, because all of them became citizens. That movie was way before, and they were talking about making a part two. They can still make a part two. That was a classic. That movie is a classic. And you know me, I love sci-fi. That's what me and Nate got in common. Nate is a sci-fi buff. I'm a sci-fi buff. Um, the deacon Ethan is a sci-fi buff, I believe. But I was always good in science. I didn't have to. I was good in math and science. I didn't have to listen to the teacher. And he tell you, okay, when you take the test, I would pass every test. I had a math teacher that I passed every test with 95, 99, or 100, and the guy still failed me because I told him, I don't got to listen to you. I said, I know math. What you telling me? And he did, the devil, he's dead now. That old devil, motherfucker, motherfucker, you. Anyway, let's go.
That's exactly what we're starting to see now. Companies are laying off thousands of employees and replacing those employees
100,000 were
with
let
said
off
robotics.
yesterday.
They are also cutting benefits and cutting.
They're laying off every freaking body. Every time you turn around, they're laying off people. But you know what they're doing? They're laying off. Most of the people that are getting laid off are people in the corporate world that work in the office upstairs, because they need laborers until they get the robots. UBI, Universal Basic Income. You'll own nothing and be happy about it. 15-minute city. Fourth Industrial Revolution. IGY. Just machines will make big decisions. Righteous machines will make big decisions. Elysium. So hashtag this, hashtag that. You're going to find out, man. You're going to find out that GMS is numero uno when it comes to this book, y'all.
Funding for food banks. Now, regardless of your political affiliation, regardless of your opinion on the matter, there were real people, elderly and children and single mothers, who were dependent on those benefits. Now, again, regardless of your opinion on the matter, what this situation does is it creates organized chaos. It puts people in a state of need. It puts people.
And just so you know, I'll put the lime and the coconut on her. Y'all know I be bugging out, man, but you got to bug out sometimes to keep you from going crazy.
In a state of chaotic mindset. It puts people in a riot mindset. It puts people in looting mindsets.
This is what they want. Auto ab KO. They're going to bring chaos, and then they're going to have a solution. Problem, reaction, solution. November 1st, problem, reaction, solution. Auto ab KO. Pressure from above and pressure from below. Hegelian dialectics. This is a concept come up from a man by the name of Hegel. You can look him up. I forget his first name. I hadn't did the research in a while. Predictive programming.
And what that ultimately does is creates a need for a total surveillance system. Creates a need for the military to step in and for this to be implemented. It creates a need for a total surveillance system ran by this company. Everything that we are watching is
she said Palantir. Now we looked up everything, man. Palantir, and another word for Palantir is profit. Palantir means to see from far. That means distance-wise and time-wise. So Palantir means profit. Now this guy, what is his name? Damn. He has a son named David, and the father's name is Larry. What the fuck is his name, man? He's into that world. He's one of the super rich. Anyway, I believe he's a Jake. His mother's a small hat. His father's a straight up Italian. But they accept him as being a small hat because of his mother. That's how they do this. If your mother's a J, then you're a J. Show you that the Most High is not dealing with them, and they're not working through the scriptures.
Biblical.
So some of these guys in the elite position, some of them are actually Jake, thinking that they're Edomites.
Everything that we are watching is intentional, but the sad reality is the majority of what we read, the majority of what we see on the.
Let me try something. I can't think of his goddamn name. You hear it every day. Let me put in Larry. I don't even know what to put in. What the hell is his name? Somebody put it in there. I'm not gonna go crazy trying to look for it.
News is a distraction. It is not the reality of what is happening. The reality of what is happening is straight biblical, it is straight spiritual, it is straight demonic, and it is happening behind the curtain. The ultimate end game goal with all of this is this. And it is something that you will insert into your body that will allow you to participate in society. So without this, you will be completely cut off from society. That means no growth.
So,
Oh, she was talking about the MOTB, and like I said, I believe she listens to us. You'd be surprised how many Edomites and how many Christians listen to us to get their prophetic game up.
I have to commend her on this one, that she was absolutely correct. Everything the little Miss Ashley said was on point. All right. This is last two scriptures. This is the book of Revelation. We're going to go to Revelation, the 13th chapter and the 16th verse. And it reads, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right. And there it is. That is 100% true. This is where we are. And we're at the beginning of the chaos, and it's going to get really bad. Jacob's trouble is here. It's not going to turn back. There's no scripture says it would start, slow down, and then start again. It's just going to just get very bad really fast.
And we want that to happen. We want Jacob's trouble. We want it. We want the chip to come. We want all that. We want all the smoke. We know that some of us will get our head chopped off, but that would be with that too. Because you're going right into the spiritual realm.
And Esau is exposed. This is Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished because they're doing things so sloppily?
Beautiful that you said that, because everybody's waking up to the Rothschilds. Do you know that there's a movie that Arabs made, the Arab world, where they did a movie on the Rothschild, and they got actors to play the five sons. They actually got Arab actors to make them look like small hats, and they had an older gentleman, of Arab descent, play the patriarch of the family, and they showed the scene where he was in his deathbed and he was telling his sons, Nathan, you're gonna take this, and all the different sons that he had was gonna take. Nathan Rothschild was the worst one. You know, he was the cutthroat of all the sons. But they actually have a movie that the Arabs made. The Chinese know about that. You have the White Dragon Society, I believe it's called, the Triads. Them Moabites know about the Illuminati. They know about the Rothschilds. The super elite, all these people that are on this high level, they know about the Illuminati. They know about the Rothschilds. We don't even know if that's the top family anymore. We don't know.
Saw an image of Irina Zanuska's second death. All right. Somebody reposted an image of it on Instagram. Say, I got the white girl. That total psyop of that Ukrainian girl who got stabbed in the neck 5 or 6 times, but no blood spurts came out of her neck because she didn't get stabbed. Total psyop. Total lie, just to further push the racial hatred and division, which it worked. Because the simple and the stupid, they fell for it.
Yeah, it don't take much to trick a dummy. Hey, that's the first time I saw that thing on the bus, the first thing they said, I said, where's the blood at? I said, where's the fucking blood at? I said, where's the blood? Charlie Kirk's assassination is unraveling. Too many conspiracy theorists out there.
All right, but just so you know, Irina Zanuska, she's a crisis actress, and her first death was plastered all over the internet
in Ukraine. Thank you, my brother.
As when she was when she died in Ukraine in action, being a medic for Ukrainian soldiers. He supposedly died over there, at the hand of the Russians, being a medic. So, and then her second death was on the train by the hands of a dread-headed crisis actor. So anyway, Esau Edom is exposed. He's spoiled, man. He's about to get spoiled. Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. So, he's really sloppy in these last moments, these last days.
He is slipping.
All right. The last greatest lie that they were able to pull off was 9/11, and that fell apart within days. All right.
Yeah, beautiful. Because what did Bush say? Baby Bush? He said, don't listen to these conspiracy people out here that bring different narratives. He said that. So people are waking up. People can see through your shit. Now, I want to go right here. You know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to let it play. I'm going to let the blue letter read it. That's Psalms. I'm working in the dark here. Psalm 64. It's short. It's very short. 64. Isaiah 30. What is that? 33:6. What does it say? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and strength of salvation. Wisdom and knowledge shall be, I'm merely paraphrasing, I think I'm saying it right, word for word, shall be the stability of the time. So we see things, when it comes, we already see it. So let me go ahead and play this, and I'm going to close. This is fair use. This is short, 10 verses. Okay. Audible Bible, KJV narrative.
Psalm 64, to the chief musician, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. Psalm 64, to the chief musician, a psalm of David. Hear in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot.
They shoot in secret at the perfect. Who's the perfect? We are the perfect. Why are we the perfect? Because the Most High blessed us to be the perfect. No guile in our mouths. Romans 3, also Revelation 14. We will be like virgins, untouched.
At him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They
Everything that they do is evil, diabolical, wicked.
commune of laying snares privily. They say, Who shall see them? They
Who shall see what they did? These different events, these black swan events.
search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep, but God
They're not your average Joe. They're highly intelligent, meaning they got the inside. You know, they got the cheat sheet, the cheat codes. It's not that they're any smarter than myself or anybody else. It's that they got this cheat. They have an advantage because they have the cheat codes.
shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly they shall be wounded, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
That means they abandoning ship. A lot of this information we got about the Rothschilds, the illuminated ones, and all that is from people that were insiders that came out and said it. John Todd was one of them. That was in the 70s.
All that see them shall flee away, and
all that see them shall flee away. They know that this is all a scam. Let's get out of here. You got these other nations leaving the country. You got Jake wanting to go back to Africa. Everybody's waking up.
men shall fear, and shall declare the work of God, for they shall wisely.
Who's going to declare the work of God? The elect. 5 cities in the land of Egypt shall speak the language of Canaan and shall swear or call on the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Consider of his doing. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord, and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory.
Beautiful,
Psalm 65,
beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, let me close this. With that, I'm going to say shalom on to the next. Shalom.